if Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson and we have a top 5 quarterback playing for the Cleveland Browns, we're going to win a lot of games this year. So buckle up. Be ready. Be prepared. Get your popcorn. Make sure they hear us too. You know, the media, they've been doubting and really like hating for so long. Don't go easy on these guys. If we come out here and win 12 games, let everybody, if we win a division, let the world hear it. Because we've been booed. We've been called the factory of sadness. We've been disrespected as Cleveland Browns. The team, from the top to the bottom to the fans, has been disrespected for so long. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will back with another video. Now today, we got a special video. Now I know I didn't probably get this up to y'all guys like with the news feed and stuff, but I kind of had a flow and I didn't want to drop 2 videos and then mess up the algorithm. But the Cleveland Browns and a lot of news have dropped, and we have got down to the final 53 men. Now, I did see that Cleveland Browns wide receiver Anthony Schwartz got cut. As soon as I got done uploading my last video I did on Dearness Johnson, I did see he get cut. So I didn't want to react to him and K. York getting cut just because I'm like, I'm reacting to him getting cut. I'm always just wait for the 53-man roster to post to give you guys a good first reaction of it, of what I feel like. So we're gonna break things down and we're gonna go start from there. I'm gonna also give my rating on this Cleveland Browns and their room for each position. So starting off with QB, you got Deshaun Watson, Dorian Thompson. That is an A QB room. That's one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best backups that you can have out there with Deshaun and Dorian Thompson. Now we got Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford, and Pierce Strong. I'm gonna get this room also. Probably gonna get this. You got the best running back in the football. You gotta give it at least like an A-. I mean, you got Nick Chubb. All right, wide receiver room. They ended up keeping. So big thing to talk about here is they gave up on Watkins. Not gave up, but they released him. So Austin Watkins, as you guys know, standout preseason guy. Didn't make the roster, and he didn't make the roster because pretty much the Browns chose to keep 6 wide receivers over 7. With Marquise Goodwin being returned back from the PUP, the player unavailable list, due to health, and he has some blood clots in his legs and his lungs. That was the main reason that put Watkins off the team, and also the injury to Jakeem Grant probably also helped him. But the Browns wasn't going to keep 7 wide receivers. Anyways, so they end up keeping 6 wide receivers. My thoughts on cutting Watkins. I kind of understand it. At first, I was like, hey, what type of message does that show to your team? But, he's like the 6th wide receiver on the team, and he's not providing nothing in special teams. I kind of get the purpose of killing him, But I hope we get him on a practice squad for sure. I think he should be the first player practice squadded. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's not signed by anybody. Like, if you guys take a look at the New York Jets, and no shade or thrown to the New York Jets or their fans, but you guys' wide receiver room is terrible. You got, you got Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, and then it goes to Randall Cobb. I don't think Watkins is that far from Randall Cobb, if not better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hurt no feelings here, but I definitely think he could be the number wide receiver 4 at least on that New York Jets team. And that's just one team alone. We're not talking about the Texans or the Rams, the Cardinals. There's a lot of teams that need wide receivers. And the Browns was just in a fortunate situation where they had a good set of wide receivers. I do like this wide receiver room a lot. I'm going to give it a B. B+ wide receiver room. It's not the best in the league. It's probably, it's like a top 12 wide receiver room. Tight end room, also get that like a B. Once again, it's like a top 10 wide tight end room. We keep talking about all of these rooms and these offenses and all these people just ranking high and high and high. One of the top 8 tight end in David Njoku, a top 8 quarterback in Deshaun Watson, a top 2, if not 1, running back in Nick Chubb. A top 15 wide receiver in Amari Cooper. We can keep going on. One of the best, if not the best, guard in Joel Bitonio in the NFL. A top 15 guard in Wyatt Teller. You know, an average tackle and Jedrick Wills. You know what I'm saying? A top 15 right tackle in Jack Conklin. This is one of the most talented rosters that the Cleveland Browns, if not the most talented roster that the Cleveland Browns have ever put together. And Andrew Berry deserves all the credit in the world. You know, our offensive line group, I'm going to get that a B+. And we're going to move on to the defense. Now, one of the things I did notice as the Browns kept a lot of guys that I didn't think they would have kept. So, for example, I didn't think they were going to keep David Bell and Hickman. But we're not going to start off on that. We're going to go to the defensive line room. My biggest issue with this D-line room is the fact that they kept Jordan Elliott. I've been talking about it for the longest. He's not good. I don't understand it. And he's only on the team because he was drafted kind of high. But he's not a good player. You know, he's never shown to be a good defensive tackle in the league. He's never flashed. He's never sparked. You know what I'm saying? It's never been there. It hasn't. Why is he still on the team? Why is he still on the roster? I don't know. You know, I've been pounding the table on that guy getting cut for so long. And most of the guys, honestly, that I have asked and told you all that should get cut has been cut. Look back at all my videos. I dropped a video on K. York. I dropped a video on Anthony Schwartz. I dropped a video on, who else got cut or traded? Josh Dobbs. That's 3 players in the last 3 weeks. I done dropped a video that's not on this team no more. Andrew Berry loves me. You know what I'm saying? He watched my videos just like y'all do too. But anyways, this is one of the best defensive line rooms in the NFL. If not, I guess it's top. I would say it's top 5. Without even looking at other defensive lines, I already know this is a top 5 D-line room. I'm going to give this D-line room an A. One of the best rooms that we got. One of the best rooms that we had probably in the last 20 years. You know, this is one of the best teams that we've ever assembled. Ever. The expectations for this football team needs to be high. I don't want to hear no excuses, no let's temper. It's no way in hell on God's green earth, if you believe in God, that this Cleveland Browns roster shouldn't go out there and win 10 games. If they don't win 10 games, Stefanski needs to be fired on the spot. That's just an honest opinion with how talented this roster is. Linebacker room. The linebacker room is what people say is the weakest on the team. JOK, Anthony Walker, Diabite, Matthew Adams. They also kept Sione Takitaki, and they also kept Tony Fields, and Jordan K is on there as well. All right, so Jordan K tore his knee out, so I don't think he's going to make the roster as long as with Alex Wright. Now, with the D-Don group, I do think Maurice Hurst, and it was a report, and I'm happy I waited to do this video so I could see the report, because I was going to go off about Mo Hurst not making the team and Jordan Elliott being on the team. Are you crazy? But Mo Hurst make the team because he didn't make the team because he's been in the league for more than 4 years. So him getting cut is just a contract termination. Jordan Elliott getting cut, he is waivers. So they didn't want to hit Jordan Elliott waivers. They pretty much told Mo Hurst, hey, take the day off. You know, we're going to sign you right back as soon as we put Jordan K and we put Alex Wright on the practice squad. Same for Michael Dunn. They'll be bringing Michael Dunn back as well. So I am really good and really happy with that. That's a good decision and a smart roster manipulation that Andrew Berry just did to have potentially like 10 D-line on the roster. Linebackers. I'm going to give the linebacker group a C+. I think it's a C+ group. I really think it all depends on JOK. If JOK can look elite like he's been looking in this preseason and like he was looking in college, I'm going to give this room a B-. If JOK can get back to that elite status, can reach that elite status that I think he can reach. JOK has always been one of my favorite players. I got his jersey hanging up right over here in my room. I think he's has all the talent in the world if he just stays healthy to be a top 5 linebacker in this league. I firmly believe that. And I've believed that ever since he's been drafted, he's going to be one of the best linebackers in this league. Cornerback room. This cornerback room, I'm extremely high on. You know, others is not because, you know, they got bad tape out there from last year from playing with Joe Woods. But you got Martin Emerson. You got Denzel Ward. You got Greg Newsome. That's one of the top, if not the top 3 best trio in the cornerbacks in the NFL. Name me 3 cornerbacks that probably beats that group. I mean, you can maybe go with they got down there in Miami. Maybe. But I like the trio with Martin Emerson. And a lot of people don't know how underrated this cornerback room that this Cleveland Browns have. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler. Martin Emerson has the same potential to be that good. Greg Newsome has the same potential to be that good. But because the Browns haven't won games, they haven't got their credit and their flowers for being top corners. These are shutting down guys. Martin Emerson locked up Mike Evans. Locked him up. Greg Newsome locked up T. Higgins. Or was that Martin Emerson? Don't remember. But not to hear Jamar Chase. Got locked by Denzel Ward. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the best defensive back rooms I feel like in the league. I would say it's a top 8 DB room. I'm going to give this DB room a B+. Corner safety. Now, safety is where it got real interesting. I did not expect them to keep 5 safeties. That was very interesting to me, especially with the potential that they got at safeties. But the reason that they did keep 5 safeties is because DeAnthony Bell is one of the best, if not the best, special teams player on the roster. So they got to keep him. And Hickman was flying around making plays all preseason. And he looks like a really good, he looks like another Juan Thornhill, another ball hawk. And the Browns do need a guy like that. You know, he played at Ohio State. It would have been very hard for them to get Hickman on the practice squad with all the potential and everything that he showed. I feel like it was good for them bringing that. Now let's get into kicker. They cut K. York, y'all. I've been calling for his job for a very, very, very long time, guys. For a very long time, I've been calling for K. York's job. They finally went out and cut him. It was a report. I'm just now getting to the report because the report kind of came out probably about a couple hours ago. So everybody, you know, that got their videos up or talked about this little 53-man roster didn't mention this. But it was a situation that happened in a split in a joint practice with the Philadelphia Eagles. One half had the Cleveland Browns playing, you know, Jalen Hurts, Deshaun Watson, going back and forth, the defense, offense, just huge, great battles. Everybody watching, got their popcorn, everybody's in tune. And on the other half of the football field, it was Jimmy Haslam, it was Andrew Berry, and it was K. York. And they was watching K. York, staring. Eyes were on him. And he went 30 minutes without making a kick. 30 minutes. Boy went 7 for 8, and he made probably, one kick out of 8 attempts. He kicked the ball so bad that he hit the ball boy. He kicked the ball so bad, y'all, that he hit a ball boy. And this was when they were playing the Eagles. So the Browns already knew that it was a problem. He just missed a kick for 30 straight minutes. The Browns knew it was a problem. Andrew Berry, Jimmy Haslam, Deshaun. When he went out there, was that the Eagles game? I think that was the Eagles game. They heard about that, right? You know Deshaun Watson, that got back to Deshaun. He went out there against the Eagles game and he missed that kick. The camera went straight to Deshaun Watson and you seen his face. Sitting there like this. He knew. They all knew. They gave him to after the they should have cut him right there. But they gave him to after the Commanders game. Was that the Commanders we played? No. That was the Chiefs. They gave him to after the Chiefs game. He went out there and faked an injury because he missed the extra point. And then he got a game-winning field goal blocked. It was the writing was already on the wall. And a lot of people were surprised that he got cut. But it just shows a lot that Andrew Berry, AB, Mr. Berry, is not playing around this year. This is a win-now football team. There is no excuses for Deshaun, Miles, Kevin, Jim Schwartz, Andrew Berry, from the top to the bottom, to the ball boy. There's no excuse for this Cleveland Browns team not to win 10 games, not to make the playoffs. This is one of the top 5 rosters. This is one of the best rosters ever assembled on this team in recent memory. They should win a lot of football games. So just because of the name that's on the jersey, I don't want you guys to go out there and dimmer your expectations. We have a top 5 roster. Period, point blank. That's no bias. Look around the NFL, look at the 53-man rosters they post, and compare their units to our units. There's no damn excuses for this team. And they need to go out there and perform, and they get the gulag, and the NFL ain't doing them no favors. They ain't giving them no cupcake games. They gave them 5 straight tough games. this Cleveland Browns team needs to be above 500 in those 5 games. They need to go at least 3-2. At least. They're at home. At least 3-2. So the expectations is out there, and we're going to see if this team can go ahead and do it. As you guys know, when the Cleveland Browns get above average quarterback play, they're a 12-win team. Look at all the recent memories when they had Baker, Jacoby, anybody play a top 12, or not 12, but like a top 10 quarterback play, above 80 PFF grade. They're like, 18 and like 4, some crazy stat like that. All they need to do is let Deshaun Watson show who he really is. And I've been telling it, and I've been beating the table, and I know we make content, and we talk about a lot of stuff that's irrelevant, like the 6th wide receiver on the team. But if Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson, and we have a top 5 quarterback playing for the Cleveland Browns, we're going to win a lot of games this year. So buckle up, be ready, be prepared, get your popcorn. Make sure they hear us too. The media, they've been doubting and really like hating for so long. Don't go easy on these guys. If we come out here and win 12 games, let everybody, if we win a division, let the world hear it. Because we've been booed. We've been called the factory of sadness. We've been disrespected as Cleveland Browns. The team, from the top to the bottom to the fans, has been disrespected for so long. So I want y'all to have high expectations, and I want y'all to go in there with your chin up, with your chest out, that you believe in this football team because we win 10 games, at least. Because I believe 10 games is the minimum. Andrew Berry's not playing. Deshaun Watson is not playing. Jimmy Haslam is damn sure not playing. And neither is Kevin Stefanski. Now, they done did everything they were supposed to do. They done talked everything up. They done put the right people in place. They done put the right roster together. They done put the right coaches around them. And they got a quarterback. We're going to see what everybody really made of. Week 1. We're going to see what this team made of. It's your boy Will, man. Signing out. Peace.